That kid's going to learn something about how things were and how things can be. When you see how something's made, especially if you examine it, and you can tell from the outside, even if how well something's made by the feel of it and by the look of it. Some people just get all caught up in the touch screen stuff, and they think that's so wonderful. You can't do anything with that. If it goes south on you, you can't fix it. There's no way you can. You have a clean room. You have giant microscopes and stuff and all this materials. You can't do a freaking thing with it. It controls you. You don't control it. It's not materials that you can do something with. It's not materials that you control. It's materials that other people use to control you. It's going to get a lot worse unless you do something about it. Cultural artifacts. I'm going to include a link to what inspired this video. Is this guy I follow, Uncle Tony. Yeah, he's just a regular guy, and he just wants to build his hot rods and drag race and, make money on YouTube if he can, and he does. He's pretty successful. But he gets it. He sees what's going on, and he's taking a risk. He's spent years building a channel, and he's starting to pay off for him and do real well, but he's risking it all to tell you better prepare for what's coming and to talk about it. And he's a philosopher. He looks at things the way I do. Us mechanic philosophers are probably not really well regarded in the universities, but I think that you should listen to us because we're a little closer to the earth than the theorists. And we're more able to express ourselves in ways that a theorist can't. I read all these political science books, and especially Eurasianists, and they have really great ideas and they have great concepts, but they're just so dry and poorly spoken. They need some experience. I don't think you're complete unless you work with your hands, unless you have to go out there and make materials conform to your will, and you have to compromise with them because you can't completely. Engineers that design things on CAD programs and come up with concepts and have other people make it. I work with those guys for years. Most of them are idiots. They're freaking idiots. I have people give me blueprints of things that violate the laws of physics, but I have to find a way to come up with it. I've told stories about that on here before. I've had to use Trump DLA to fool them into thinking I did what they wanted me to when I couldn't because it's impossible. They're just idiots that memorize formulas. And they put blueprints on CAD that are just stupid. I could give examples of that, but I don't want this video to be 2 hours long. Yeah, it kind of blanked out on me. I don't know why. My memory gets full. I think that was it because I cleaned a bunch of stuff out. I just don't stay on top of that stuff good enough. Yeah, so I'm making this part 2. Sorry about the interruption, but I try. I'm not a tech. I wish there probably is a program. Somebody knows, enlighten me, tell me, help me with this stuff, okay? Is there an editing program or something where I can make videos and stop it and then just start it again at the same place? Or splice. I studied the video editing stuff back when I had a gaming computer that could handle all that stuff. It got stolen. But I was just barely starting to master it, and then that happened. Now I'm starting all over again, and everything